year's love had bad last. Heaven knows it's high time, and I've been waiting on my own too long. But when you hold me like you do, and it feels so right, I start to forget how my heart gets torn when that hurt gets thrown, feeling like you can't go on. This year's love had bad last. This year's love had bad last. This year's love had bad last. This year's love had bad last.
How's it going, folks? This is Wayne R, back with another lesson and a great song as always. Today we're looking at David Gray and This Year's Love. I've recently done a couple of David Gray lessons and I've had loads of requests to do more, so I thought I'd do another classic of his, which is this one, off that great album, his debut album, White Ladder. Amazing album. He's back out touring again, back doing the circuit. Great artist, great voice, and he's wrote some amazing songs such as this one. This is fairly easy to play, no bar chords in this, so I think most beginners could sort of get this one down. It's a lovely song, so we'll get to that in a moment. Now, if you do want the chords, lyrics and strumming pattern to this, as always, I'm going to post it up on my Patreon page, so there'll be a link to that in the comments. You'll also find a link in the description. And the way that works is just click on the link, sign up for as little as a couple of quid a month or however much you guys want to pledge. So very much appreciated. It all generally goes back into the lessons, I can promise you that. And it gives you guys access to not only this song, pretty much everything I've done over the past 4 years now. So there's a lot of content up there. There's also some exclusive videos that are on YouTube. There's videos from the archive and the stuff there to coincide with some of the technique lessons I do as well. So if you're into the scales and blues stuff, the lick stuff that I do, what you're waiting for, link in the comments, link in the description. If you don't want to do that and you'd like to show some appreciation in a different way, I've got a new feature. You'll find this side just underneath the video. It's a super thanks link. You can click on that and make a small donation. Again, massively appreciated. Thanks for your continued support. Thanks everyone who's subscribed and continues to do so. Now, if you are subscribed and you haven't got round to it, please hit that little notification bell. Again, you'll find that over this side, just underneath the video. And if you can click on that, you'll get notified every time I put a video out. And if you want to, please go over and give me a like on social media. So I'm Wayne R Guitar on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and now also TikTok, as you always say. I'm trying to get down with the kids. Anyway, that's enough of me rambling. Without further ado, let's get to it. Okay, so to play this song, you're going to need your guitar in standard tuning, but as you can see, you're going to need the capo up on the first fret, okay? Now, the chords to the intro, which are also the chords to most of the verse, are going to be a C chord, then we're going to go to a D. That's going to repeat another 2 times, so C, D, C, D. And then we're going to do a G chord. I'm doing the 4-finger G. It's up to you what G chord you use. And we're going to go to an E minor. Okay, so if I just play that intro, obviously just straight to start off with, this is what we should have. So we've got the C, D, C, D, C, D, and then we got the G, E minor. Okay, now it's really nice to add these little embellishments in. You can get that sort of, that piano melody. So on the C chord, I like to take my first finger off and turn it into, a C major 7. So what we get is... Okay, and then when we go to the D, we're going to add our we're going to play the D chord, but then add our little pinky. That will be on the 4th fret on the G string relative to the capo. So we add that little phrase in. We've got... go to the G, E minor. Okay, so that chord sequence continues through the verse. Now the second time round, when we do the G and then the E minor, okay, we're going to go to an A7 and then we're going to go to a C, and that's going to take us all the way through the verse, okay? So I'm just going to sing that through. Now through the verse I don't tend to put the little embellishments all the way through, I just sort of add them in sort of occasionally. I think it's nice to do them when there's no vocals over the top and make that bit stand out more. So I'll just play the chords straight and I'll sing you all the words over the top of those chords, and I'll show you how all that gels together. So starting with the C chord, we got this year's love had better last. Heaven knows it's our time. I've been waiting on my own too long. When you hold me like you do, feels so right. I start to forget how my heart gets torn when the hurt gets thrown. We've got the A7, feeling like you can go on. Okay, so that's pretty much more or less the meat and potatoes of the song. All that repeats on the second verse, that will go round again. Okay, so at the end of the second verse, where we do the A7 to the C, that sort of repeats again. Then we've got the G, the E minor, the A7 and the C again. And then it goes into, you know, the regular, you know, verse chords again. So I'll just play you that bit. So what we get is, before I open my arms and fall, losing all control, every dream inside my soul. When you kiss me on that midnight street, sweep me off my feet, singing ain't this life so sweet. This year's love had bad last. This year's love had been last. Okay, and that generally all goes around again, okay? Now the last chorus, the this year's love bit, it just keeps repeating over 4 times, and the last line would hold on the C and then finish on a G chord. So if we just sing you that last chorus through, it's going to go, this year's love had been last. 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 And that's how we'd wrap the song up with that G chord at the end, okay? So that's pretty much the meat and potatoes of the song. Gorgeous song, this. So that just leaves us with a strumming pattern. Now what I tend to do most of the way through, I'll add a few things in here and there, but a good consistent pattern which will get you pretty much through the song, if you can keep this going, will be a down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up. So if you hear that around the chords, we got. So that's a down, 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 down. And that is pretty much all you're going to need. Okay, so thanks very much for watching. Hope you all dug that lesson. And as I always say at this point in my lessons, come on, if you don't like that song, you do not like music. And thanks everyone who requested more David Gray stuff. I was only too happy to oblige. That first album is amazing. If you don't own a copy of White Lad, go out and buy the album now, or download it, or however you access your music. It's a great album. So there we go. Hope you all enjoyed that. If you got any other requests for any other David Gray stuff, or it doesn't even have to be David Gray, it can be anything 50s to modern day that's going to work well on an acoustic or an electric guitar within reason. So the easiest way to put requests in is obviously comment below the video in the comments. Or if you want to find me a personal message over on those social media platforms I suggested at the start of the video, you're very welcome to. I just always point out that I do get quite a lot of requests, and I do have to sort of handpick them a little bit. You know, some things work, some things don't, but you will be surprised what does actually work. So if you have got any ideas, as I say, comment below the video or find me a message over. So there we go. Another way that you could support me, I've already mentioned this, but I'll quickly mention it again. Thanks everyone who's subscribed and continues to do so. If you haven't done already, please hit that little notification bell so you get notified every time I put a video out. The Patreon thing, sorry to keep banging on about it. You want the chords, lyrics and strumming patterns to everything I've done over the past 4 years, as well as loads of bonus content. There's a link to that in the comments, also a link in the description. I've got the Super Thanks link back over this side. You'll find just underneath the video there. If you want to click on that and make a small donation, again, massively appreciated. And another way that you could help me out, this doesn't cost you a penny, but it's very, very effective, and it's word of mouth. So word of mouth works a treat. So if you dig what I do, please like and share my lessons. Tell your friends, tell your work colleagues, anyone you know plays a guitar, please point them in my direction. I really appreciate that. So that just leaves me to say, whatever time of day it is you're watching, maybe morning, day, night, thank you very much, and I'll catch you all for a lesson very soon. Take care.